welcome to today's episode of Real Life Perspective by Filmmaker. I know this is a weird camera angle, it's actually shooting up from the ground towards the trees, but I thought the color was nice. You see it a lot in kind of foresty shots. Someone might be panning through and you see lens flares popping through the canopy, but I just kind of liked it. Thought it'd be a nice change in scenery than my father's bedroom, because honestly that's a lot more boring than like my studio at my mom's. But anyways, today our episode is about a popular Hollywood technique called watering it down. Now this is something that not a lot of people know about. It seems kind of weird when you think about it, because you're altering your environment for something that you don't want it to look like by doing so. But anyways, what it is because something like asphalt or concrete will look very, very boring, especially in a nighttime shot. You will get a sort of black or gray look from it. However, if you water it down, which basically means you take a hose, and you spray it down. So what it does is all the light, sun, moon, or for example, what we did for our Cup of Christmas special, it actually rained, so I did not have to water it down, which is a gift from the baby Jesus for Christmas time. But anyways, it was fantastic because all the lights from the houses and all the Christmas lights and stuff just reflected off the asphalt. So instead of this boring black look, all the lights shimmered off the ground. So you got blues and greens and yellows from the street lights and from people's house lights, and it was just fantastic. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, think about when you're driving down the street and you will see cars, their red taillights just go all the way across, or street lights like go green will just reflect everywhere, any sort of street light, and it looks really cool, which is fantastic. Especially if you're doing music videos or something, you will see that very, very often, because the ground looks very, very boring, but when you have light bouncing off of it, it looks a lot more interesting. And it's... Hey! Get out of my yard! What are you doing? Hey! Don't come over here! Stinking kids. Where were we? Let's see. Oh, right, watering it down. Fantastic little technique. It's, very, very helpful. It bounces the light everywhere. Very easy for people to see, make shots a lot more interesting. And so if you do not have the resources to do this, like if you're doing Gorilla, which we talked about a couple weeks ago, I really don't know what to tell you. You could try editing it in, or if you're going to shoot it and you don't have time to edit it in, or spray it down for that matter, because if you're shooting on like a city street, you're not going to have the opportunity to light, to spray it, or anything. So if it comes down to that, try not to get the ground. Try to do a lot of upward shots if it fits, like I'm doing right now. You can't see the ground. It doesn't really matter. So, like for instance, Noir 2, part of it will be shot on a city street in downtown Phoenix. I don't really have the opportunity to spray all that down, so maybe I'll get lucky and it will rain, but if I don't, I'll just try and film it as best I can without getting the ground in the shot. But anyways, that's your episode of Real Life Perspective by Filmmaker for today, and look forward to Stop Motion Christmas this Friday, and the 24th, which is the next Monday, you will be able to see our Cup of Christmas special, where we did use the watering down technique, except God did the watering down for us. So thank you very much for watching today's episode of Real Life Perspective by Filmmaker, and I hope to see you next week.